Alright, for this video I'm going to show you how to create a database in Microsoft Access 2016 and also how to create the database tables. So the first thing you want to do is click on your Microsoft Access application and start it. Click on this blank database and you want to name the database. Leave this ACCDB extension. You can keep the default name, or let's change it. I'm going to call it vehicles because this database is going to hold information about our vehicles like car, truck, motorcycle, bicycle, and also our outdoor power equipment like a lawnmower or a garden tractor, etc. So then click the create button, and then it opens up and it automatically creates this first table for us called table 1. A table is an object within Microsoft Access that is it holds our data, but before we can start adding data to the table, we have to create the fields for the table. Fields are just another name for columns, and we need to assign a name and a data type for each column or field. And then a table is made up of rows and fields like an Excel spreadsheet. In the lower right hand corner you have two different icons here. One's called Datasheet View and the other one's called Design View. And those views are also under the Home button, under the View button, and then you see them here. We want to switch to the Design View, and then Access will force you to name the table. We're going to call this Vehicle, and we're going to click the OK button, and this is the Design View, and every table should have a unique field with a unique ID for each row in the table, and they call that the primary key. You can use data that you have for the primary key as long as it's unique and it never repeats. It's always different for each row. But usually it's easier just to let Microsoft Access do it, and that's what we're going to do here. This little key here next to this field name identifies this field as the primary key. We're going to keep that. We're going to call this item ID. And since we want Microsoft Access to create the item ID for us, and so it'll be unique for every row, we're just going to leave this for auto number. And I'm using the tab key to switch and go to the next field name. And then for the next, I had to write all this stuff down so I'd remember. Let's make this item name. And item name will just be a name let's say if we're inputting data for a bicycle, we might say it's a BMX bicycle or a road bike or something. So it's going to be a short text. Short text allows you, I think, to store up to 255 characters. So that's plenty. And then the next field will be the category. And that's also short text, and then the description will be something like car, truck, outdoor power sports. We'll just call it OPS or OPE for outdoor power equipment, and then bicycles. And then the next field name will be manufacturer, and that's also short text. Model, short text. VIN or serial number. VIN number can be letters or numbers, so leave that short text. Purchase date. There's a data type for a date. We're going to make that date time. And then at the bottom here under this general, where it says this general tab, there's a format field. You want to click on that, and it gives you these options for different types of formatting for the date and time. We're going to choose the short date, and then go to the next field name, purchase price. And I think there's a data type for currency. Choose that one. And the next field will be merchant ID is the primary key for another table we'll be making, and it will be used in this table, but instead of an auto number, the auto number will be in the other table, but for this table it will just be a number. So, and then the next field is, was it an online purchase? And there are checkboxes for yes and no. Call this yes and no. And then, was it a credit card purchase? And same thing, yes or no. Warranty type, that'll be short text. Short description might be, was it a store warranty or a manufacturer? Warranty length, that will also be short text. And then for last, we can leave a field for a comment, and that'll also be short text. So that'll do it for this table, our vehicle table, and we'll just click the Save button at the top left corner. And then we need to create one more table. Click on the Create tab here. Go to the this table subsection. Click on the table, and it will automatically create another table, another table 1. Click and go to the design view. Force us to rename it. We're going to call this merchant. And click OK. And same thing here. Our merchant table is going to have a primary key, and we're going to call it merchant ID. And data type will be auto number, because we're going to allow Microsoft Access to create the primary key for us. And then the next field will be merchant name, short text, address, short text, and I'm just tabbing through these blocks. I'm just using a tab key. City, short text, state, short text, zip code, short text, email. There is a data type for email, hyperlink, and then website hyperlink, and then telephone, short text, and fax, short text. And that'll do it for our merchant table. And then just click the Save button, and we can go change our view to the datasheet view, and you can see all our columns here are field names, and we don't have any rows yet, but you can see how it's blued out the first row for adding, where we can add our data, and the same with the vehicle table. And before I start adding data, I'm going to show you how to do it an easy way in Microsoft Access using forms, but I will do that in the next video. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.